Hello. It is the morning of day 114. I've taken down my wet tent. It's not raining at the moment, which is a bit surprising, but that has happened here and there. It's been raining from early this morning, so well before I actually got up and got out. So I just woke up, and while I was still dry and nothing had gotten wet at all, I changed and packed away my sleeping bag and rolled up my mattress and everything that I could do, and then got up and came over to the very helpful shelter, which was right next door, and yeah, made my coffee and got my stuff there and packed my backpack, etc. So I think that was a good plan, to have slept next to the shelter rather than down at the campsite. And I could have tried to sleep in the shelter, but honestly it's not big enough, so I would have wanted a tent anyway with that rain. I saw one cyclist go by. I only paused for a moment and then said, and I keep going or I'll get cold, because it was raining. But yeah, it's been raining most of the time. There's supposed to be a very strong rain cell in the afternoon. Feels like I've had them, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm just gonna walk in the rain when it's raining, and I've got on one extra merino t-shirt layer to help keep me warm. It's not that cold right now, but I'm sure sitting around it won't be nice. But along the way I think there's another shelter, maybe one or two, so hopefully I can take a break there if it's raining. But I'm going to a cabin, so that's good. I'll see you later. It's raining very hard. It's been raining pretty much the whole way. I'm very wet. It's not very warm, but I'm mostly just moving. This is strong. Hello. Day 115. Yesterday, I walked in the pouring rain. By the time I got to the cabins, it was about 28 kilometers because the map was wrong and I went the long way to the cabins. But I was so happy to get to somewhere where I could be inside, dry off, not have to pitch a wet tent, and take a hot shower. And there's a heater there, so woohoo. So today is a 0 day. It did rain in the morning. I thought there would still be bad weather today. It's turned out nice for the afternoon. But I'm still drying a lot of my stuff for the next couple days. Tomorrow night I will be camping again, and I think it may rain a bit on that really long road walk, but it's not going to rain like it did, and I should be good enough to camp at the shelter. And then after that, it's into a town, so if I pack a wet tent, that's okay. Yes, so yesterday, at the end of the day, or near the end, the timber trail, just the forest became incredible. It's probably some of the prettiest forests I've seen. And, well, I've seen a lot of forest by now. And, yeah, it was just too dark. Might not have been too dark. It was getting too dark in the forest at that point. And it was just, I was so wet, and everything was wet, and I had my phone packed away, and it was just, had to take off gloves and undo my belt buckle and get to the phone to film, and hence I didn't film much yesterday. I did here and there where I could, but today, as I'm just staying at the cabins again, I decided to come back out while it was nice and give you a little bit of a look of this incredible forest. So it's got taras, it's native. Yeah, and the trail conditions after that shelter were quite good, so that helped. And finally around my kilometer 11, I started on 82, counting down. It was really more on the downward. It was actually going down for me. So that was a lot of up. Not always up, but just overall a constant up for the timber trail for me. Yeah, so I'm trying to catch up on some things and actually rest, because I have not had a 0 kilometer day since Palmerston North. And if I do the math, that's like 535 kilometers that I've gone. So it's been a long stretch. And after Thursday, the weather looks to be good for a while again. So there is, after the town, another 4-day stretch where there's some camping. And then it gets a bit more urban for a little while. So I'll enjoy the forest today. And I will see you later. Wow, this says, among other things, that New Zealand has 312 varieties of ferns. I wonder how many different ones I've seen. There is Rimu in here as well. Not that I can identify one from the other tree. Look at this guy. Is it a worm, an inchworm, a little caterpillar? I'm not sure. But it's tiny. Cutie guy. Pureora cabins. I got to last night. My big shelter from the heavy, heavy rain. A welcome sight. And I'm here tonight. Got my stuff pretty much dry now. Between the sun and the heater, yay. Oh, and at that shelter yesterday, I was surprised to suddenly see a southbound Pureora walker show up. But yeah, Richard showed up in the pouring rain as well, and he was going south and on his way to Boggin Hut. So it was kind of nice to chat to another walker for a bit. And he'd stayed here, and he told me the pin worked, and the cabin had a heater and a kettle, etc. So definitely excited to make it here.